Hello everyone, I'm Bruce Morrison, your teaching artist with Meta Arts Alliance, our local nonprofit arts organization here in Twist, Washington. Today we're going to make little farolitos or luminarias. These wonderful little lanterns made out of paper bags with a candle in them are a tradition all through Latin America at this dark time of night, dark time of year when the nights are long, and they'll set them out to mark the, before the days of electric lights, they were an important thing along the paths leading from one person's house to another. And farolito means a little lighthouse to guide your way. Go ahead and get a lunch bag, okay? And a pair of scissors and some crayons. I chose an orange, yellow, red, and blue, but you can choose any colors you'd like. Okay, we've got our little lunch bag, and you can, definitely, I encourage you to recycle one. This one's hasn't been used yet, and we'll be doing most of our work on the top half of the bag to protect the candle down the bottom so that it won't be blown out. So the first thing I'm going to do is just cut a little scalloped edge along the top. Oops, get this working. I'm having to cut through a couple thicknesses of paper here, so kind of cutting slowly, kind of doing a dance with where the paper wants to be cut. So I'm doing like little ocean waves. You could do anything along the top. You could even just cut in little fringes. Anyway, so I just did a simple little border like that. And then along the sides, this part's a little bit easier. I'm just going to go down the sides, cutting little snips that come together and to cut out little diamonds. I'm leaving little pieces of paper uncut in between each snip. So I'll do 3 or 4 of them down the side. These will make little diamond-shaped windows down the sides of your lantern. Whoops. This one's getting down kind of low, but that's okay. Kind of like that. Flip it over, do the other side, snip, snip. One, 2, 3. I'm going to do 4 because I've got room. Like that. Notice I left a little bit of flat spot in between them. And now, if we wanted to, we could open up our bag. You see the kind of pattern we're making. But before we do, let's do one more thing, is to cut a little star. This might be a little trickier, but I'm going to fold the bag in half like this. Just kind of ignore this part for now. And I'm going to take the time to kind of crease that fold a bit so it won't move around on me. I'm going to hold it like this, and I'm going to cut, instead of being a steep snip on this time, I'm going to cut a long tapered snip like that and like that. And that's the bottom, the points on the top and bottom of the star. And then I'm going to cut another snip this way. Not all the way to the edge, just part way. Kind of like that. Did that work? Clean that up a little bit with another snip. Okay, let's see how our luminaria looks there. So that's what it looks like, snipped up. Trim up this little point and open it up. Delicately. It's easy to tear these little things. and fluff out the bottom of it with your, I'm spreading my fingers inside the bag like this to push those little corners out, make it full, and so it becomes like that, okay? And I like it. But I'm now, in order to color it, I'm going to fold it back up again, okay? So we can color on it, okay? You don't have to fold up the whole thing. Actually, it wants to fold easily. So get your crayons together and we'll try coloring some designs on it. So I'm going to start with a yellow one. It doesn't matter. But one thing I've learned in coloring this is that it's easier to start at the points of the stars and pull in towards the center. The paper doesn't crumple up as easily. So I'm just going to go around and do a little yellow around the star. I could have used any color in any order, but yellow will make a nice bright thing. And I got to say that these designs probably won't show up much at night, but they make your little farolito prettier during the day. Put some blue on there, going around and around my stars. I'm going to flip it over and do it just because I can differently on this side. I'm going to start with the red. All the way around. Notice I am putting the crayon at the tip of the point and pulling it in towards the center. If I push it this way, it crumples up. So that's why I'm pulling it in towards the center from the points, going around, making the red a little brighter and stronger. And then it's always nice to have a contrast. Maybe I'll put the yellow on next, around the red. Just enough to brighten that red up. Okay, then I'm going to use blue, and again, starting at the point, pulling outwards along the sides. On these little diamonds on the side, I'm going to edge those with blue. Starting at the tip, pulling outwards, all four of them. And orange is a nice thing for blue. So I'll put a little orange around the blue. And with design, repetition and rhythm, the way that these are, I didn't repeat that, okay? The way that we repeat color and form is part of what makes artistic design interesting to our eyes. So we'll repeat these little shapes and colors, one after another. I like that, okay? And I'm going to put some little circles here, brighten it up, circles with little accents on them. I don't know what they're for, but they kind of help brighten up that space. Let's call that good, except I'm going to add some more color and texture, or color to the form up on top, these waves here that I cut out. It's hard to draw right close to the edge like that, but you can. A little oranginess. Maybe reverse the orange and blue here. Little waves along the top. That might be good. So you can choose your own colors and designs, of course, for each side of yours. I like to also do little rays of starlight around my star, pulling out from the center here this way. Okay. That ought to be good enough. So spend a little time getting your designs right, and then we'll fluff them back out again and talk about how to make the farolito ready to shine on a winter night. Okay, so we've got our little farolito. You know, I remember I told you about how to fluff it up. Put your hand in there and then spread your hand. Push out the corners until it comes like that. And what I did, you want something to weight it down. And if there's sand or fine gravel around, but around here it's all snow and frozen, so that's not going to work. So I just used, in my case, I used beans, just some pinto beans, okay? And you can, after Christmas, you can cook them up and make some frijoles out of them. But something to weight down the bag so the wind can't blow it away. I have a little candle, and so I've got my beans in the bottom, my candle, and I'm not going to light it. Well, I guess I can light it right now. Now, I realize that a candle in a paper bag is something that you only want to really do this outside where there's not a danger of burning your house down. Okay, please don't burn your houses down. So I'm going to light my candle, and it's tricky, and this is probably something you want to have your mom help you with, and then carefully put it down there. So there in the darkness is your little farolito guiding the way, and you can put these outside you can put them right in the snow to mark the pathway to your house, keep everybody safe. These things, in theory, could catch on fire, so don't put them too close to your house. But they're a great way to invite your family to Christmas dinner. That's what they were traditionally used for. Okay, enjoy your holidays. It's been fun sharing this with you.